Hello, welcome to Critical Joke Theory with your host, G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist. Now with new joke technology. Hi, I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist at large, but I'm losing weight. Welcome to Critical Joke Theory, episode 54. Now with new joke technology and open captioned for the humor impaired. At least 2,000 people have been arrested in relation to the pro-Palestine protests on U.S. campuses. Both President Biden and Donald Trump have gone on the record about the chaos on the college campuses. Donald Trump called the protesters pro-Hamas and said that watching the police raids was a beautiful thing to watch. I guess it is beautiful to Trump, just like the Battle of Gettysburg. President Biden supported their right to peacefully protest while condemning anti-Israel rhetoric. No matter which candidate's view you have endorsed, the final result is that people stopped talking about the actual war in Gaza and instead covered the new low in higher education. In the long run, the protests were not effective. The finals are still going to happen, and those kids spent all of their parents' money on tents, and now they can't buy the answers to the finals. The Fed holds interest rates steady with cuts expected later this year. Even with a strong labor market, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, seen here squeezing Wall Street's walnuts, said the Fed has more work to do to get closer to its 2% inflation target, meaning rates could stay higher for longer than Americans might have hoped. The problem is that the Fed only has one tool to fight inflation: interest rates. But we can fight inflation more effectively. Stop buying unnecessary shit for 1 or 2 months. Prices will drop to encourage you to buy shit. And during those 2 months, protest in front of the 4 companies that control our food and the 4 companies that control our gas. Maybe get some tents and block their parking lots. Let's show those college kids what an effective protest looks like. From the river to the sea, lower prices is for me. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs signed the bill to repeal the 1864 abortion ban. The repeal will go into effect 90 days after the legislative session ends. The legislative session ends in June or July, so the new law will take effect in September or October. So until then, ladies, hang her in there. Elon Musk made a surprise visit to China to secure a major deal for Tesla to expand self-driving car operations. Musk praised China's push for electric vehicles in the world's largest car market. If I were President Xi, I would kill the deal. He must know that the stereotype is that Chinese people cannot drive cars. Opening the market to self-driving cars just looks like he doesn't have any faith in Chinese drivers either. And that's just wrong. Marjorie Taylor Greene, seen here breaking the camera, is planning a vote next week to oust Speaker Johnson. She is doing this in an attempt to raise cash through chaos. The GOP is not as much anti-woke as they are pro-wake, as in they like to make waves. The Trump trial continues in New York, and once again, there was another hearing to decide if Trump violated his gag order again. Judge Juan Merchan of Vini Vidi Vici has already given Trump a $9,000 fine and threatened to incarcerate him if appropriate. On the bright side, Trump can now go to Barron's graduation on May 17th. Trump, upon learning this, said, "Can't you just put me in jail?" The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration will move to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug, the Associated Press has learned. A historic shift to generations of American drug policy that could have wide ripple effects across the country. The proposal, which still must be reviewed by the White House Office of Management and Budget, would recognize the medical uses of cannabis and acknowledge it has less potential for abuse than some of the nation's most dangerous drugs like television, religion, and TikTok. However, it would not legalize marijuana outright for recreational use. Attorney General Merrick Garland, seen here after the edibles have kicked in, is throwing the full weight of the Justice Department behind the move and appears to signal its importance to the Biden administration. Just wait until President Biden gets his hands on some soft vanilla ice cream with THC sprinkles. The Senate is hoping to pass a bipartisan anti-Semitism bill that was approved overwhelmingly by the House, but is already facing opposition from members who won't allow leadership to fast-track the legislation. However, the bill, which would codify the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's definition of anti-Semitism, is facing objections on both sides of the aisle, according to multiple senators. Opponents say the bill is an overreach because federal laws already guard against anti-Semitic discrimination and that it could run afoul of free speech protections. I want to be free to call a spade or a Jew a spade, said a senator who wanted to remain anonymous, but you can guess which one it was. And finally, the state of Maryland is going to rename the invasive snakehead fish in hopes of getting more people to eat it. The snakehead fish will soon be known as the Chesapeake Chana on many menus. That name, however, did not track well with Gen Z and millennials. So to get Gen Z and millennials to eat snakehead fish, the snakehead fish will be renamed ass. I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist, now with New Jerk Technology. Thank you for watching Critical Joke Theory. If you enjoy it, please like and share it. And please check out Done Way Past Funny on YouTube, Knob TV, and Spark TV, and watch The Church of Last Resort streaming live on Sundays on YouTube at 9 a.m. Eastern. Be safe out there, and don't feed the crazies. Critical Joke Theory with your host, G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist. Now with New Joke Technology.